What a sight, folks. We'll take a look at the grid. Car number 791. Rob Flood will start from grid position 1. Thomas Korf, the reigning New Zealand champ, will start from grid position 2. Dutchy, car number 72. He will start from grid position 3 alongside Anita Sloot from Cromwell, car number 4. Then we go Corey McQuillan from Blenheim, car number 8. He will start from 5th on the grid alongside car number 6, which is Neve, of course, from Kihi. Car number 76. He was a former New Zealand champion. He'd love to get that number 1 back on his door. Ethan Cook from Gisborne alongside him. Danielle Halgrove, car number 124 from Palmerston North, will start from 8th. Shane Greer, car number 33 from Dunedin. He will start in grid position 9 alongside Robertson, car number 28 from Cromwell. Grid position 11, Aaron Andrews, car number 57 out of Dunedin. Matt Green will line up alongside him, car number 12. Then we go back to Woodhouse. Car number 7 will start 13th on the grid. And your local man, Graham Williamson, car number 21, will start from the rear of the field in grid position 14. That is your grids, folks. Bakers Beyond Group and the 45 South Tinton Customs Group set and ready to go. There's been a lot of talk throughout the week. Talk means nothing now. We're about to get down to the action. Couple of former New Zealand champions out there, the current New Zealand champion as well. What a lineup for heat number 1. How's the anticipation out there, folks? I see a few other competitors from the Saloon class watching on. Phil Burgess chewing his nails. Reigning Southland champ, of course he is. But we are about to go racing, folks. Just clearing a couple of cars from the circuit and we'll be set to go. Rob Flood, of course, he had a run last weekend up at Beachlands. I think he was running with the Super Saloons and absolutely cleaned them up. So he's on form. The man outside him, he doesn't want to change those stickers whatsoever. He wants to keep that number 1 on the side of the door. He made that clear last night here at the meet and greet. He doesn't want to change that number. Of course, Dutchy, car number 72, a new car for him. Hasn't done much testing in that whatsoever. I think when I was talking to him earlier on, he said a couple of races is really all he has had out of car number 72. There's some big guns out there. Car number 76, Ethan Cook. He would dearly love to take that one off course, but of course they will do 5 heat races. They will race every other group. Then of course they will go to a 25-lap feature final. A couple of replicharges there as well. So it's all about really booking a ticket to the big dance tomorrow, Saturday, banking some points in these heat races, getting in there and doing the business in that final. Corey McQuillan, car number 8, the Canterbury waterproofing machine. He's not here to make up the numbers either. He was looking pretty good Central Motor Speedway a few weeks ago. He's got Ryan Neve on his outside, car number 71. So much talent across these two groups. Daniel Halcrow, another car to watch out for. Amazing looking cars, those Halcrow cars. Very, very well presented. Graham Williamson at the tail of the field in this one here. He'll be wanting to get through, make up some points in this one. He'll be wanting to try and find a way through. Of course, his old mate Aaron Andrews, only one row up ahead of him. He's another car that would dearly love to make up some positions in this one here. It's all about banking points. Beautiful rumble of these V8 monsters. Of course, these cars, they are based on a 2 or 4 door road car. It's all Fords, it's all Chevys, Holdens out there, and it's all go, folks. Are you ready, folks, for the SW Finance New Zealand Saloon Championship? You better be, because it's about to get real. Korf the outside, Flood the inside. We go racing, down to 1 and 2 we go. Corf around the outside of Flood. Manages to sneak away down the back straight, past the Community Trust to south and side on the back straight, into 3 and 4. Corf chucks it in there sideways. He's got Flood all over the back of him at the moment. But look at Dutchy in car number 72. He sticks the nose down the inside of Flood. McQuillan's right there as well. Then we've got Sloot trying to find a way through. Cook, he's looking pretty aggressive at this stage, trying to get through there. Robertson's on the high line, trying to find a way around Sloot as well. But out in front, it's your reigning New Zealand champion, Thomas Corf, showing the way round at the moment. He's pulled away about a 3 or 4 car length gap at the moment over Flood. Flood looks fast at the top end of the circuit between 3 and 4, really closes the gap. McQuillan comes unstuck, drops down the order slightly. He's got Cook right on his tail at the moment. Then we go back to Sloot. Robertson's right there as well. Neve, Andrews, Williamson, Halcrow, Greer. Then we go back to Woodhouse and Matt Green at the tail of the field. Rob Flood looks to be coming back now. Car number 791. Starting to chase down your leader. Through they come once more. So Rob Flood, he's lost the position. He's gone down 1 at the moment to second place. Dutchy still holding 3rd place at the moment. One of the movers, Cook, of course, in car number 76. He's managed to weave through the track. He's up to 4th place at the moment. We're on the 5th lap here, so we take a look at Cook. Cook's picked up 3 positions so far. Good try from him. An angry pack coming to turn 1 and 2. Williamson trying to find a way through. He sneaks down the inside of Aaron Andrews, starting to chase down Neve and Robertson. But out in front, still nothing between your front 2 cars at the moment. It is still Corf who leads this one here from Flood. Down to 3 and 4. Scouton still in 3rd place at the moment. Then we go back to Cook, McQuillan, Sloot, Robertson, Williamson. Oh, Williamson makes a bit of a mistake. Manages to straighten the big Hypermac Mustang back up again. Williamson's picked himself up 5 positions. It's a good outing for Graham Williamson, car number 21. It is all about banking points. But look at your top 3 cars now. That gap really starting to close up. Rob Flood was right there in car number 791. Do you have a dive and bag points, or do you just stay Mr. Consistent at this stage? We'll wait and see. All 4 front runners now starting to bunch up. Look at Cook. He's right there as well. He's got Peter Skelton right in front of him. Nothing between these cars as the white flag comes out. 1 more lap to go. The Penrite sponsored car of Rob Flood. Does he think about having a dive? He's right behind Corf on the back straight. Down they go. Flood goes to the outside. Thinks about having a look. Does he duck underneath? No, he doesn't. On the main straight now. Black, white checker comes out. Here comes Flood on the outside. Can't get it done. Your current New Zealand champion, Thomas Corf, bags maximum points in race number 1. Rob Flood settles for 2nd place, just ahead of Peter Skelton in 3rd. That's your Bakers Beyond group, your 46 South Tinton Customs group. Group A, Group B, we'll go through the results right now. Car number 1, Thomas Corf took that one there out from Rob Flood, 791 in 2nd place. Third place, the 72, Peter Skelton, car number 72. Then, of course, the former New Zealand champion, car number 76, Ethan Cook in 4th. Corey McQuillan in 5th place, car number 8. Steve Robinson, a good finish from him. Picks himself up some good points. He's in car number 28. Put your hands together though, folks. It's a class act. The 1NZ, Thomas Corf. The start that he would have wanted. Takes out heat number 1 here at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway. Good chance for these drivers too, just to shake the nerves out a wee bit, get a feel for the track. Of course, none of these guys have even had a practice here. They've gone out and just got the business done. Some cars have had experience here before, but I tell you what, folks, there's a lot that's not. Look at those results once more. We got to Robertson, 6th place. Anita Sluter, good drive from her. She's 7th. Graham Williamson got up to 8th place. Neve in 9th in car 71, then Aaron Andrews in 10th place. Halcrow 1, 2, 4 in 11th place. Then we go back to Greer in 12th, car number 33. Woodhouse, car 7 in 13th. And Matt Green, car number 59, home in 14th place. Everybody at home, folks, which was good to see. Plenty more action to come here this afternoon at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. It's the SW Finance New Zealand Saloon Championship.
Hi, welcome to X Factor Cars, Southland's multi-award-winning pre-owned dealership. We've been based in Invercargill since 2004, but with a nationwide delivery service available, we'll deliver the car to your door. Stockists of classic collectibles, V8s, family vehicles, trade vehicles, and everything in between. With an in-house finance and insurance specialist, we're with you every step of the way. We're extremely proud to be the naming rights partner of X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Thinking American or Aussie muscle, family vehicle or custom? Think X Factor Cars.
The St Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff Kinner. Once caught, the Kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their greenbone fish or delicious power products and you'll soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing Kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you.
So, folks, Street Stocks out on track, of course, having a bit of a skid round tonight. We're expecting some Dunedin cars down tomorrow, which will be pretty exciting, and they've got what they call the spin belt. So, plenty of action over the weekend for the Street Stock grade. That's brought to you this weekend by Safety First NZ. Out on track at the moment, car number 33, Steve Dryden, of course, got beaten up pretty bad a few weeks ago at the New Zealand title, so good to see that Steve and his crew have rallied together and got that car sorted. Car number 86, the Coos, the man they call the Coos, Chris Kurgazoo. 72, Jesse Hamilton. Car number 62, Carl Thompson in the wagon. Car number 10 is Dylan McCaddy, 82, Troy Dryden. Car number 55, Andrew Watson. Car number 79 is Bailey Mowat. That is your field of Street Stocks here this evening at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Line up just down here in front of the control tower. Chris Kurgazoo will start from the front row of the grid, the Southland blasting and coatings sponsored machine. And he's going to line up beside the Destroyer. Troy Dryden, car number 82. We'll start alongside him. So, as I said, folks, it's tonight's just a bit of a run for these guys. Tomorrow night's going to be the night we're going to see a bit more action. The Dunedin boys. In fact, I've heard that Daryl Hoon Richards, newly crowned 1NZ Street Stock, may be making an appearance tomorrow night as well. So that'll be cool to see. Usually put on a good show, the Street Stocks. So a bit of shrapnel on track there already, so we'll clear that off and we'll be not too far away from a race start. Of course, if you are sitting at home enjoying it, yeah, we'll hope you are enjoying it, as a matter of fact, sitting at home. Very, very cool in the deep south here this afternoon. Tomorrow is meant to be a scorcher. As I said earlier on, we've had some battles with weather, but hey, we got here. It's been a massive crew effort. But we're in for a big weekend of racing. The SW Finance New Zealand Saloon Championship, Heat 1. Outstanding stuff. Heat 2, not too far away. In the meantime, though, we go to Street Stocks. Chris Kurgazoo front row of the grid. Troy Dryden on his outside. We go racing. On the main straight, Jesse Hamilton has a wee look down the inside. Couldn't quite get traction. McCaddy gets into the back of Thompson, but it's Troy Dryden who got the best start there. He's on the outside in car number 82. Hamilton has a look on the inside. Kurgazoo and McCaddy. Couple of mates side by side down to 3 and 4. Steve Dryden all over that pole line. Turn number 4, of course, run the reverse direction here. We'll call that turn 4. We'll call this 1 and 2. But it's Troy Dryden who leads this one here. Hamilton just behind him. McCaddy gets a wee bit of a nudge from Dryden, Andrew Watson and Chris Kurgazoo. Bit of how's your father down there in turns 1 and 2. They both managed to get back onto the track and get racing once again. But out front, the V3000 of Jesse Hamilton coming under pressure from the Mitsubishi Diamante of Steve Dryden. So in the meantime, while those two are tangling up, Troy Dryden goes right round the outside. Oh, Hamilton goes around. Seen the wheels lift up slightly. Thought this could be a disaster, but no, managed to keep it on the ground. So Troy Dryden leaves. His father, Steve Dryden, just behind him. Then we go back to Dylan McCaddy in third place in car number 10. Then it's Thompson in 62. He's in fourth place at the moment. Andrew Watson sneaks down the inside of Mowat. Just an NZ-sponsored car of Jesse Hamilton back on track as Dryden sneaks down the inside. Steve Dryden sneaks down the inside of Troy Dryden. So father and son combination there. Dylan McCaddy still holding third place. Jesse Hamilton will know that it was Dryden that gave him a bit of a serve on the back straight, so I wouldn't imagine he'll be in too much of a hurry to get away here. He might actually wait for Dryden. We'll wait and see what unfolds here in the street stocks, their first race of the weekend. Andrew Watson lines up Thompson just in front of the control tower here, sends him around. Of course, Watson with a lot of contact grade experience. He's raced stock cars, he's raced street stocks. He knows how to dish out the punishment. And Thompson got a bit of a tidy up there from car number 55. So Dryden starts to drive away with this one here now. McCaddy chasing down Troy Dryden. That's your battle for second and third place. Andrew Watson up to fourth. Then we go back to Kurgazoo, Mowat, Hamilton. Thompson goes around on the infield. Dryden is clear from traffic at the moment. Hamilton up in front of him. He's basically 3/4 of a straight length away. More contact in front of the control tower here. That's Mowat and Kurgazoo. Front, the bonnet actually of Kurgazoo's car. Thought it was the front guard for a start. Looking a wee bit untidy as he goes into the wall. Mowat tries to give him a helping hand to keep him there. Loses a spot. Keep an eye on Kurgazoo here between 3 and 4. He's lining Mowat up in car 79. Can't quite get onto the back of him. Troy Dryden goes to the infield, gets back out. Steve Dryden's on a casual Friday afternoon cruise at the moment. No pressure on him whatsoever. McCaddy now up to second place. Then we go back to Troy Dryden. Dryden coming under some pressure now from Andrew Watson. Then we go back to Kurgazoo, Mowat, Hamilton, Thompson. That's how they line up at the moment. Still Steve Dryden, the big Mitsubishi Diamante, out in front. Distance between him and second place McCaddy, the man to watch at the moment, car number 55. Really starting to reel in the 82 of Troy Dryden. That's your battle for third and fourth place as the white flag comes out for Steve Dryden. Car number 33. He won't be pushing too hard. He'll want to keep away from Jesse Hamilton. Jesse will put that in the memory bank. I'm sure it'll come back to haunt Steve. He's got one more corner to contend with. On the main straight now, Steve Dryden takes out race number 1 for street stocks. Dylan McCaddy, car number 10. He'll come home in second. And your battle for third and fourth decided with Troy Dryden, car number 82. Andrew Watson comes home in fourth place, car number 55. Jesse Stevens Hamilton, car number 72 in fifth place. Mowat comes home, Bailey Mowat comes home, 79 in sixth. And Carl Thompson, car number 62, at the tail of the field in seventh place. That is how they finish the first race for the street stocks, brought to you this weekend by Safety First NZ. We thank them. lined up on the dummy grid, set, ready to go, folks. Your next two groups of saloons cannot wait. If it's anything like the next one, it's going to be absolutely fantastic.